Alrighty guys, if you haven't seen them yet, here they are. This is the new Neighbor We're on Fire t-shirt. So it's our first Neighbor shirt. They're freaking sick. They look so good on this gray color. So if you head over to CleetusMcFarland.com after the video, grab yourself one of these. We got some spare parts laying around like this piston and a rod, a couple other rods from when Ruby's engines have blown up. So we're just gonna be throwing these in random packages in the coming days. And anyone who's already bought a Neighbor shirt, we haven't sent any of them out yet, so we will be including some stuff in orders that we get until the end of the month. So after the video, head on over to CleetusMcFarland.com. But for now, guys, enjoy the video.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
Well, folks, we got the Dale truck pulled out. You know what that means? Leroy's coming down.
Oh, Leroy.
Oh boy, it's been a little while, and we do have the Dale truck getting finished up. We just got to mount like the nitrous bottle and a couple other little things, nothing crazy. So we'll have that thing back at the track soon. But our priority today is to get old Leroy down, and his front wheels are off because they're on Ruby, so I'll have to put something else on the front. But first things first, let's get him down.
Woo! A little dirty.
Dude, a little dusty. Poor guy. I feel bad for Leroy. He's up here dusty, dirty. He's been watching Ruby get like 4 engines. He's been waiting on one.
Poor fella.
Poor fella. Oh, the seats are dusty. We're gonna have to vacuum. Dude, I cannot wait to have this thing back running.
Be back at home.
I know, man. Stick shift, baby. We gotta get this thing deep in the 7s. I think we got everything emptied out, so we gotta do some cleaning, get them all put back together. Look at how nasty it is in there. I have to put some purple power running through there. It's kind of nasty. All right, guys, so in the process of getting Leroy back together, we're actually gonna be changing some things. So you guys know we run a total of 3 fuel pumps on this thing. That's 2 Magna Fuel 750s, and then we have the stock Corvette pump running still. What we're gonna be doing is eliminating all of those fuel pumps and going to a mechanical fuel pump. So instead of relying on the electric fuel pumps, Leroy will have a cog belt driven fuel pump. The guys from Motion Raceworks are actually flying in to help us do it because they sell mechanical fuel pumps. It's gonna be an aeromotive deal. But first things first, we got to get Leroy's engine back in here and put pretty much everything back together. So when they get here, we can, you know, do the fuel pump and all that. But you know the deal with mechanical fuel pumps. We're going to have like 100 PSI fuel pressure at any given time. Like, it makes so much fuel pressure. It's going to be easy, but it's a good way to kick off our Monday. We got to jack this thing up, put some wheels on it, pull them back out there, put them on the lift, and then we're bringing the Dale truck back and throwing it on the stacker for now. There it is. Oh, look at the spider webs. Oh, there's spiders. Oh, look at that thing. That's a big dog. All right, I'm gonna start it up. James, you ready?
Yep.
All right, ready.
Darn hole.
3, 2, 1. Hold on. Let me let it prime again. All right, it's priming. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, sounds like it's on all 8, boys.
Everybody's ready to go racing.
I'm gonna just sit in there and I can twist the
Yeah. Can you turn the torque to? Guys, look at this. This is our EGT sensor. So now each one of our exhaust ports, all 8, will have their own EGT sensor. That's exhaust gas temperature. We can really fine tune this puppy.
Oh yeah.
Optimal.
Turn it up. All the boost, all the timing.
You know, but I won't be afraid to turn it up if we have this, because this will tell us.
It's the ultimate fail-safe.
Yeah, it'll tell us exactly what's going on. But these are gonna be pretty sick, and the kit is like all plug and play,
Very
so we don't have to do much work, which we're excited about. So before we get the manifolds coated, what we have to do is go to ProFab, because I heard McFarland Fabrications is freaking too busy until the end of the year. We got to take these, and they're gonna weld on these little bungs to each one, and then all we do is put the probes in, and we have our EGTs, and we gotta put it in the Holly, and then
Yep, plug it right in.
done deal. That'll be in our data log now. All right, give her a scooping, James. Come on now. She's a flying. You want to set it down to put
We're
the?
gonna move that box and we'll set it down in front of the car so we can do everything we gotta do.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So watch the valve covers now.
Easy now.
Dude, now we got to be careful with the intake and the valve covers. Things are getting too pretty on
Many
all.
nice things.
Yeah. God dang. So guys, currently we have this ATI balancer on here, and it just has your standard hub. This is the hub that Motion Raceworks supplied us with. So this is gonna go on the crank like that, and then back behind basically our normal balancer where our normal belt runs, there's gonna be this cog drive. You can see this belt is gonna go right on there, and then it's gonna reach over to, I believe, this side where the fuel pump mount is gonna be. It's got a whole bracket that Motion Raceworks included, and then the aeromotive pump attaches. and this thing is gonna freaking be bogging our fuel pressure right off the crank.
Dang.
That is serious. So we got to put that hub on before we put it in the car, and then the guys from Motion Raceworks who are coming in are going to help us do the rest of the fuel pump stuff.
That's
I guess you could say. I think serious, right? Look how
Yeah.
it lays in there. That's pretty sick.
And then the balancer just bolts right to it.
Yep. Hell yeah. All right, so we got the hub swapped, and we already are putting the ATI back on, I guess you call it the balancer itself. But look at how close it is here. Let me go right up here. Right up, yeah, right there, right there. You can barely see the gap between the cover and the cog drive, so that's tight. Precision.
Close fit.
Holy smokes. So guys, all we're gonna do next is put the motor mounts on Leroy version 2.5, and then we are ready to put that Freedom machine right up in here. All we have to do is put a jack under the torque tube to hold it up so it doesn't hang. We gotta take our strap off and then freaking right in there. We've done this a few times in our careers, so we should be able to do this no problem.
All right, don't cut each other.
Even though I said we were gonna be done with fan mail today, we just got this large and okay,
Oh,
careful.
man. It's like a
canvas, yeah, of some sort. Is that a bald eagle?
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, no, you're good the other way.
Other way. It says it's from Damian Cook. Cooper, if you squint a little bit, did you notice it kind of looks like Holly?
I can see the resemblance in the Freedom.
Like there's just so much freedom and the mean, menacing eyes. You can tell it's just almost Holly. My favorite process, which you like filling the converters and whatnot. We got the old clutch on Leroy, you know the deal.
Putting the clutch on there.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting, It's been a minute since I've gotten to drive stick on this bad girl, so I'm excited to have him back with the clutch. The rear wheel drive stick record's at 7.6. We got some work to do.
740s, here we come.
Yeah. 740s, baby, let's go. Alrighty, we got our monster clutches, triple disc back on there. That thing's a beast. Looking a little grimy, but hey, it works, So got it all bolted in, torqued down. We are about to drop this puppy in there and try and get it hooked up to that torque tube. Watch the window, bud.
You're way past the window.
You had 2-for-1 deal. What do you mean?
I heard windows are on sale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like hold it up, and once the input and clutch are lined up, then we can shove.
Yeah.
The horse.
Are you telling me I need to get under the vehicle?
Somebody's saying that. Somebody has to.
You're the clutch man.
I'm the clutch guy, so.
If this was up to James, it'd have a power glide, so.
Oh! Ow!
You pushed the leg of the...
Right, the rims.
It's like, oh, I hope my finger wasn't in there.
I think we need to pull the motor mounts off.
Look at that.
We have made the mating.
What are you doing down there?
Mating this engine with this CR1 drivetrain.
Looking-
Ready to do some hood rat, stick shift, shenanigans.
Wait till you see it up here. It looks so good in there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait. It's good down here, too.
Fresh new valve covers.
Leroy's engine is back in here and it's connected up to the drivetrain. So literally from here on out, the clutch is done, everything's done back there. All we're worrying about is putting the intake on, our new fuel pump system, the water pump, alternator, those accessories. We're gonna change a couple things around with how we have our air plumbed for our boost control, but otherwise, man, this thing is on the road. So we do have to get those bungs put into our manifolds tomorrow. We gotta maybe get the manifolds coated. I don't know if we'll have enough time to do that, but gosh, that looks amazing.
All that's left is dressing the motors, what they call it.
Yeah, we'll get fired up on that. First things first, we gotta do our steam port kit, just a bunch of random stuff. But this car, we kind of built it to be able to take it apart and put it back together sort of quickly, so we might be a little rusty, but we're gonna get after it here and get her done. So I know you guys haven't been underneath Leroy in a while, so let me give you a refresher on how the fuel system works. We've got feed line here, and then the stock fuel pump feeds out of these lines, but these two bigger feed lines right here and right here come over to here. There is a Magna Fuel 750 pump right there and another one right here. Those two come right up to here. They Y together, then those run up to the front, and they've had enough fuel pressure for about 1,500 horsepower, but we're starting to dip in fuel pressure, running pretty high on the duty cycle on the injectors, so it has finally come time to add more fuel pressure and more fuel system to this puppy, so those things have to come out. Oh, he threw the other piece away. How is it?
It's hot. Very hot.
Really? James, you said you tried a piece. James, you know the deal. There's pause in there.
Wow.
Steamy?
Wow.
Oh.
That was bold. That was a bold strategy.
It's got some temperature to it.
No longer.
Not that bad yet, but I can tell it's going to get hot.
It just like sits in your throat, just like right in the back of your mouth, cooking.
That's good.
Did you swallow it yet? Or you just...
It's good.
Half of it.
It's definitely good, but it's definitely hot.
You starting to sweat a little bit?
That's good.
All right, so while Leroy's fuel drains, we're gonna put some fresh fuel in it just because it's been sitting for a while. There's a chance that I could have gotten water in it on our PRI trip. Damn, look at that. I got the Frankenstein Iceman intake back out for Leroy, got them all polished up, and whoo, it is looking amazing. Just look at that shine. So it's just it's about halfway cleaned up right now. We'll polish it up even more once it's on the car, but it's gonna get a little bit dirty, so I gotta tape this thing up so we don't scratch it, and we're gonna put it on the car. But gosh, dude, every time I see this thing out, I fall in love with it a little bit more. You guys know this has the intercooler built into it, so it's sandwiched in right there, so she's a beast. All right, so it's a rainy day, but we did just get the Motion Raceworks guys in town, so what's going on? You guys digging into some boxes here?
Yeah, time to fuel Leroy up.
That's that mechanical fuel pump. Damn, dude. Thing is a beast. Aeromotive.
Yep.
So they just got here, and literally, as we started unboxing stuff, some delivery driver just dropped off 10 Baja Blast freezes from Taco Bell. So gotta love that. So we got some refreshments while we work on Leroy. We're trying to figure out a spot where we're gonna mount this thing because pretty big pump. We don't have too much real estate, but we'll find a spot somewhere for that big old pump. Look at this party up in here. So we got the pump. It's gonna mount right onto this plate, and then a freaking 16 AN hose is gonna go to a bulkhead on our tank here. It's gonna be,
line.
yeah, it's gonna be beefy. That's the Motion Raceworks bracket and pulley right there, dude. That thing is serious. Look at that cog belt. Fits perfect, man. Super adjustable too. So do you guys sell like different size pulleys and everything?
Yeah,
you can literally pulley up your pump, huh?
Well, yeah, and basically because these pumps are all rated at 4,000 RPM, so you have to get the pulley so when you hit your max RPM, you're not above that. Or
oh, okay, I gotcha.
So you can flow the right amount.
What's the gallons per minute on this pump?
This one's a 12.
12 gallons per minute.
That's a lot of fuel.
So that's double and a half what Ruby's pump we just put on there is. So
serious stuff.
all the fuel pressure.
All the fuel pressure.
So, hell yeah. James is putting the mount on for the pump. Yeah. So the pump will be back here, and then we'll have this dash 16 bulkhead we're gonna put in the tank. It's gonna go right here into the pump. Then the pump is gonna send the fuel forward, and then we'll make some power.
So this is how the pump's driven then.
Oh wow.
So it's got a cable that basically connects from that front pulley all the way to the back pulley.
Yeah, and we're having one sent in.
Yeah, we're gonna have a custom made for the length.
Ooh, doggy.
It just spins inside of there.
That's awesome. NASCAR guys use anyway?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah. Do it for Dale.
Leroy's a NASCAR now. Yeah, he's really doing it for Dale out here. All right, for those of you who are OGs around here, you've seen me pull this fuel thingy contraption out and put it in many a times, and we have it out right now because we got to reach in there, and we're gonna put the nut on the back of the bulkhead that we're getting tomorrow. But we're gonna get all this fuel out of here, and we got to make sure any shavings that we have, you know, sitting in there from drilling, make it out of there clean. But this thing's been ripping pretty good for a while, and we're gonna keep these saddle tanks going as long as we can because we need a lot of fuel for Rocky Mountain Race Week, and you know, it's a little unnecessary, but we're going with it. Then we got to pull these two pumps out, but everything else is pretty much out. We got our mounts in so we can measure for the distance on the pump cord or cable, but she's really coming together. Old Leroy's gonna be back in action. Alrighty guys, so we got our manifolds for Leroy back from ProFab. Check it out, we got our EGT bungs put in. They're looking pretty good. Now if you guys remember, we had these things made 2 years ago, and if you think these things hold up the weight of a turbo getting shook in a stick car, I mean, think how violent the motor shakes. Oh yeah, yeah, and they've never ever had a problem breaking or cracking or anything like that. And while ProFab had them, they looked them over, and James was saying
so there's a little pinhole there that they fixed.
Yeah, they patched up a couple things to make sure these are going to be good for the next season, hopefully.
This was all this
getting ready to crack.
That was a little small hairline, another one there.
Okay, cool. But 2 years of straight torture, and think about when they're glowing red hot during burnouts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, surprisingly, there was really next to nothing they had to do.
Well, good news. We got someone to actually coat the manifolds in a day. So we're going to go ahead and work on getting the intake on, putting the fuel pressure regulator on, finishing up the fuel system, and then all we'll have to do is put the manifolds on, turbos, and
Fire in the hole.
fire in the hole. As long as our cable is here that we just measured for. Dang, look at that thing. That thing's beautiful. Motion Raceworks freaking
nice.
ripping out here. Hand delivered and installed too. Those guys, they're out here
First class
helping us out. Look, here's our little Motion Raceworks steam port dealy whopper. I mean, we got a ton of Motion Raceworks parts on this thing, so
Good company.
very cool those guys came out to help out today. Oh man, now she's coming together. Valve covers combined with that intake. That's a winning combination. Then we have our new Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator down there looking good. We got the new pulley down there, man. Leroy's getting all fixed up.
It's like a whole new car again.
Whole new car,
Whole
man.
new car.
Well, folks, we are as far as we can get until we get the bulkhead for the tank. We get the cable for our new fuel pump and our manifolds back from the coating shop, which should be just about a day, but things are looking beautiful so far. I don't want to take this off yet. We'll wait till the turbos and everything are mounted up, but it's going to be a whole beautiful new thing we got going here. So Leroy's version 2.5 setup is coming along nicely, but we got to end it off there, guys. Thanks for watching. Do it for Dale. We'll freaking see you later. Got a lot more coming for you this week. We're going to dyno this puppy. Then we got to take him to the track and, you know, kind of get back in the groove of things, the stick program. And we got to run the 8-second pass at the Ruby, which will be very, very soon once we get everything finished up at ProFab, guys. But that's it for now. We'll see you later.